Hello, I'm Mariana Danilovich of Ultra Live TV, and we're here with Robin Rowe from Hollywood Today, who just finished his panel at the Digital Hollywood Spring in Santa Monica, and he's going to give us some highlights of where he sees the market going.
Okay, well, I actually have a panel that I'm chairing on Thursday, so I hope you'll come to that. That's the Monetizing Original Content panel. And what I was seeing today is that it's just maturing. It's getting to where there are all these multiple business models, more ways to monetize what's out there, that it isn't just a traditional TV model. There's a panel where the people from The Biggest Loser were talking about how they've made that a lifestyle brand and how that is a different concept from a traditional TV program.
So it's more of a business than just a television series anymore.
Yeah, and in fact, their concern is, well, what happens, someday when the show goes off the air? Will they still have a brand, and what will they do with that?
And could they have still a brand, and what would they do with it?
Well, that's what they're doing. So they've got a huge website that that they're promoting products on and giving advice on, and they want to make sure that their brand has a lifetime beyond broadcast television.
So you're saying that if a successful television show creates a franchise brand, that brand can then be extended through cross-platforms and kept as a franchise brand, even though it's not on television anymore?
It is, and it's actually a little bit different than that because NBC also has their website for The Biggest Loser, and that's all about the show. So what they're trying to do is take something that has a very very sophisticated website for a television show and have their own brand that is The Biggest Loser. It's not the NBC.com/Biggest Loser, but is their Biggest Loser site. And what can they do to make that sticky and make people attached to that goes just beyond the show and is alternative content to what's in the show? Because NBC obviously will put that content on their website.
I like it. So it's beyond the television show altogether. It's the brand.
Yeah, well, it's all about being a lifestyle brand, of getting people enmeshed in this idea that this is part of their lifestyle.
And what other lifestyle brands could you maybe point us to that could do something similar?
Well, I think The Biggest Loser is known as being the best at doing this. Heroes has done, with showrunner Tim Kring, they've done a lot of work, to do brand with graphic novels and things, to do alternative storylines and things that they couldn't do in the TV show. That's also NBC, but I think they're more tightly, they're a little more tightly with NBC, that they haven't done as much as The Biggest Loser has to try to separate and have an independent brand in addition to their brand with the network.
Could that be because Heroes is scripted and The Biggest Loser is a reality show, and there's a bit of more of a delineation of what one can do to create a brand from a reality-based show?
It could be, but I think it's more a matter of the demands of writing a scripted show, that they have to focus so much energy on doing that it's hard for them to pursue things that a reality show has the time to do, because they're not busy writing scripts and rehearsing actors and things that go into and doing the visual effects, which at The Biggest Loser, you don't see a lot of visual effects, you don't see a lot of actors with scripts, there's a lot less that they have to deal with, so they can take on more projects beyond that. They
can explore building a business,
yeah,
which is a whole another undertaking of its own.
Right.
What else is going on at the conference that you would like to share with our audience?
Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff. It's a little dizzying because, for instance, my panel on monetizing original content, well, obviously I've got speakers for that, but as I look across other people's panels, it's like, well, hey, that would be somebody who would have been good for my panel. Why didn't I get that guy? He could talk about monetizing original content. So I think it's a bit of a challenge when you look through the show program to say, well, what am I going to? Because you see the topics, but then you also look down at who's in the panel, and you're like, well, but I really should see that guy from Fox or whatever it is. And there's too much to see. You can't see it all.
True convergence. There's so many different areas of expertise here at the conference that one can learn from, and it's a plethora of opinions and options.
Yes, it is.
Thank you so much for spending the time with us, and good luck tomorrow with your second panel.
Thank you.